Hello everyone, my name is Thomas Q. Jones and welcome to the Castar Couch, presented by Castar. Now for those of you who don't know what Castar is an exclusive community for creatives as well as a mobile app to help you find talent, book gigs, and collaborate with established artists and aspiring artists in Hollywood. Now we're very excited to be kicking off our Castar Couch series with some of the most hardworking and talented artists in the entertainment industry, ranging from actors to directors to choreographers to influencers and much more. We want to give you and the thousands that are already included in our Castar community a front row seat to some of your familiar faces and new faces that are shaking up Hollywood. Now today, I couldn't be more excited to be sitting down with one of my favorite people, an incredible actress, UVA alum like me, University of Virginia. For those who didn't go to UVA, wahoo wah. If you did go to UVA, you know what it means. You may have seen her on Grey's Anatomy, you may have seen her on S.W.A.T, you may have seen her on recently in Big Little Lies. Pleasure for me to sit here and talk to Miss Khalilah Joi.
Hey.
What's up, Khalilah?
How you doing? I'm good.
I'm good. So we go way back.
We go back.
You know, we go back to college days.
Yeah, the grounds.
Yes, the grounds. 2 up, 2 down, Virginia. Yes, that's what that is. 2 up, 2 down for all my Virginia folks. Who is Khalilah Joi? Tell the people a little bit about who you are as an artist, a little bit of your background, where you're from.
I feel like first and foremost, I'm just a regular Southern girl. Like freshwater fishes and debutante balls. That's where I came from. That's how I grew up in Virginia. You know, I was born in Georgia, moved to Virginia when I was like 6. So grew up in Hampton. You know, ended up going to UVA. Spent most of my life in Virginia before I came out here. And acting was not really where I thought my life was going.
I was about to say, in college, you know, like you were always very smart, always very popular. But I mean, I had no idea that this was going to be something that you would end up doing, which is great. You know, it just goes to show life's unpredictable. But and to be an incredible actor, like on top of it. So I mean, how did you get into acting?
It was not the plan. When I was at UVA, I was an English major and I was going into broadcast journalism.
Wow.
Like Oprah was who I thought I was going to be. Like, you know, I wanted to do that. And when I graduated, I actually got into NYU for grad school to go to their school of journalism, but I got a job at a news station locally in Virginia Beach first. And I started working there, and I'm so glad I did because I hated it. I hated it. I was like, I can't do this the rest of my life. All they wanted to talk about was who died today. Like who got robbed today. It was all like very macabre, very negative. And I started acting as a hobby, as like a release, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And a friend I worked with, his name was Kwame Rakes, he was like, you ever thought about acting? I was like, not really, because nobody in our world did that. You know what I mean? Like nobody in my family, nobody I knew. I didn't really know it as a way of living, as a way of having a career. So I went to community college, started taking classes there. Like 6 months later, I moved up to DC, went to a conservatory, and just started like doing theater in DC. And then it just kind of blossomed from there. And I was like, man, if I'm gonna do this, I need to move where the industry is. And that's when I decided to move to LA, and we out here.
Now you here. So it's so crazy because I've known you for so long. And this is the first time I actually heard how you got into this industry. Because we ended up, the way I found out you were acting was we were both on Being Mary Jane. And I saw your name at the end credits.
We were on the same episode. Didn't even know.
Yes, the exact same episode. And I saw your name at the end credits. I'm like, Khalilah Joi. and then I think I sent you a DM on Twitter because, you know, when I left in 2000, you know, we had lost contact, and I saw your name, and I was like, "Is that my Khalilah from Virginia?" And it was just incredible because you were so good, and in me, I kind of had just gotten started, and so it was just super ironic. And then obviously, you know, we ended up doing our own movie together, you know, a couple years later. But this is the first time that I've heard how you've gotten in the industry, which is pretty interesting. So let's talk about this. Emmy Consideration for your role on Grey's Anatomy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, honestly, for those of you who haven't seen her episode on Grey's Anatomy, it was one of the best performances, definitely of this season, just on TV, period. And you know, I really just want you to kind of get into the episode, get into a little bit about your character, Just you know, kind of enlighten us a little bit, because that was a very, very powerful episode, and people, you had, I followed you on, I followed on social media, obviously, and I saw your comment section, and there were a lot of people that you really touched with that character.
Yeah, it was heavy. It was unlike any role I've ever taken on before. So the character I played, her name was Abby. She's a victim of sexual assault. She had been very violently raped, and she comes to the hospital initially just to get treatment for some of her injuries without wanting to really explain how she got them. But the doctors kind of pull that out of her, and she ends up having a rape kit done, which is something we've never seen on primetime network television before. Forensic experts on set and doctors on set to walk us through every stage of an actual rape kit. You've already been kind of violated in this horrible way, right? And then to have to go through that process, which is incredibly invasive. I had no idea. And then, you know, eventually she has to have surgery to treat her wounds, because that's how badly she's been injured. But it was probably the most difficult role I've ever taken on. It was very emotional. It was very emotional on set every day. And the response that I got from people online, I never expected. Probably thousands of messages from people who were just moved by the episode, and then from survivors of sexual assault who said things like, "Thank you, I've never felt seen in this way. I finally told somebody." You know, just from seeing an episode of television, they finally reported their own rape for the first time. I was a mess for about 72 hours. Like, I was an emotional basket case, because I just wasn't prepared for the response that we got.
As an actor, you know, the dream should be to, in some way, tell someone's story that hasn't told it themselves, especially something that horrible and that traumatic. I mean, I know, like I said, I saw the episode, and I saw the reaction online from men and women, you know, alike, and it was powerful TV. It was powerful TV, and I was just proud to know you, and proud to, you know, went to the same school, and you know, and be, you know, friends with you. So yeah, that was incredible. If you haven't seen the episode, I'm sure you can find it online. It's a Grey's Anatomy episode. Which number episode was it? Do you remember?
Episode 19.
Episode 19, and I'm not sure which season this was.
15.
Season 15.
Yeah.
So what was it like working in Shondaland?
Man, dream come true. I remember, I literally, and I put it on Twitter, I remember watching the pilot episode of Grey's Anatomy when I was in Virginia. And I remember watching it like, oh, this show is so good.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I would love to work on a show like this. So this was a full circle moment. And then I found out the episode was being directed by Debbie Allen. Oh, wow. Who was like, you know, icon status, right?
Like, of course.
So that was an incredible experience for me. I was really, really grateful. It was like, and for it to have been that episode too, like something so powerful, it was a dream come true.
So, you know, what would be some of your inspirations as an actor? Is it mainly just to kind of tell the stories? Is it just the escape of being in the moment? Like, what are some of your inspirations as an actor?
I think it's both of those things. Like, I think first and foremost is to tell a story authentically. You know, I don't want to pretend to tell a story. I don't want to fake it. Like, if I'm agreeing to help tell this story, I want to be as authentic in that as possible. And I do think it's important for people to simply just be entertained sometimes. I think that's okay. But if you have the opportunity that tells a story that helps people, I think that is the pinnacle of what we are able to do in this medium. Like, to tell a story where people feel represented, where people feel motivated or inspired to do something, I think that's a beautiful experience. And I think all of those things inspire me as an actor. Like, yes, I want to entertain, but I also want to, like, move people.
Yeah. You want to portray a piece of them that they might not have the courage to portray themselves. I always kind of find that interesting when people see you play a role and they call you by your character's name. That's how you kind of know you made an influence.
You did the job, right?
Yeah, when they call you by your character's name. That's pretty dope.
Ty.
Ty, for you all who don't know who Ty is, I cast Khalilah in a film called A Violent Man that you can actually see. It's a shameless plug, but you know what it is, what it is.
No shame.
It's always somebody else's fault. I wish you had killed her.
It's a Violent Men. It's on YouTube, it's on Amazon, it's on iTunes. It's a suspense thriller film where I play a mixed martial arts fighter that's accused of murder. I think it's a pretty cool film, and she plays my girlfriend. Very intense movie, and we just had incredible chemistry from just knowing each other for so long, so it worked perfectly. But my character's name is Ty, so that's who she was referring to. So yeah, check it out if you get a chance. I think it's a pretty cool film. So what has been like the biggest struggle, you know, for you kind of in this industry? Obviously, you know, there's a lot of issues, you know, with colorism and you know, things of that diversity and things of that nature. What's been like the biggest struggle for you as a black actress, a black actor in this industry to try to break through?
I think it's really trying to figure out where I fit in. Who I am in this body with this personality. I feel like a lot of times, not as a black actress, yes, but then also as a darker black actress, we get put into a tighter box. Gotcha. So there's an expectation that, you know, you're going to go out for these roles, like, you know, a little bit more of the hood girl, like, oh, give us the sass, give us this, or, you know, a broad, like, comedy, which is maybe not in my wheelhouse or not really suited for my personality. So it's really been trying to figure out where I land based on how I am perceived. You know, not based on who I am, because I'm very clear and comfortable with that. Yeah. But when people see me, what do they see? Because they're the ones that then decide, oh, I think you'll be right for this. Gotcha. When in my head, I'm like, not in the least. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's the complete opposite of who I am as a person. And yes, part of our job as actors is to take on characters, but when you kind of find yourself pushed in the same corner over and over again, you realize they're not seeing you as an artist, they're seeing you as a little bit of a stereotype and a caricature. And I do think things are improving, but we still have a ways to go. Like sometimes you'll see breakdowns and you're like, we're still doing this, huh? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sassy, that's one of the buzzwords, sassy, urban, you know, those kind of things. And you're like, can I just be a human? Yeah. You know? Yeah. Let me just be a human. Well, I mean, that was gonna be my next question is do you see progress in the space? And then, you know, obviously you see, you know, a lot more projects where there are darker complexion women and darker complexion men being cast. You know, I mean, obviously we're all human beings and we all have unique stories. We just tell them in different ways. And you know, the world is diverse. Yeah. You know, when you walk out your front doorstep and you turn your TV on, you know, you're seeing all different colors and cultures. And it's beautiful that you can learn from other cultures and they can learn from your culture and we can teach each other things. And I think there is a movement in Hollywood that's going in that direction, which I think will help everyone in the long run. So what would be your favorite role that you've played so far? Obviously the Grey's Anatomy role was incredible. Would that be it? Or do you have another role that you feel? I think Grey's Anatomy is probably the most challenging role. I'm filming something right now. She feels more like who I am in life. Oh, got you. And she's, you know, she's got her quirks and her personality, and she's able to be a little bit goofy, and she's able to be a little bit sexy, and like this very wide range of a person. And I also really like the show. Okay. So that's been fun. But I've had a like I liked playing Whitney. I felt like she had a lot of range and she had a lot of very relatable characteristics where, you know, I feel like a lot of women who saw a violent man either are Whitney or know Whitney. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that woman is a lot of women. Yeah, that's the feedback that we got from your character in Violent Man, Whitney. Which is why I mean, I watched it obviously 100 million times and you know your performance, you know, just watching it, not being an actor, you were so specific. And you know, as an actor, what I like about you as an actor is that you listen. You listen and you know you don't act, you react. And that's what acting is, it's reacting. For sure. And I definitely, and you made things very, very personal. Yeah. You know, and that's why the performance came across like that. So I mean, I'm happy that was one of your favorite characters, Whitney in A Violent Man, because I mean you definitely killed that role. Thank you. So who do you aspire to work with one day? I mean, I feel like there are a lot of, you know, a lot of actors would say the same ones, like Meryl Streep. I do think she is a phenomenally talented actress. Of course, the Denzels. I love Phylicia Rashad. I do not feel like Phylicia Rashad gets her due. Way back from the Cosby Show, when she was giving us all kind of comedic glory, but with like iconic, with like grace and presence. And now she's on This Is Us and all the theater in between. I love Phylicia Rashad. Just I adore her. And Vincent D'Onofrio. Do you know Vincent D'Onofrio? He's from Men in Black. Is probably one of his biggest films, but he's an incredible character actor. And he actually came and taught one of my acting classes a few times. Oh wow! I would love to work with somebody who like forces you to really stay in it to that extent. Like
those are the best actors to work with. People that you can't get out.
Can't get out.
You're trapped.
Let you
You're
out.
Trapped in their world. I was fortunate enough to work with a couple of people like that. Alfre Woodard and Luke Cage and Theo Rossi both. I mean Theo. Alfre.
Can we talk about that scene with you and Theo for 1 second when he killed you? And again, it's like because I know you and we go back and we work together and I'm watching this like, come on, Thomas. Seeing you go there and be vulnerable in that way that I haven't seen before. Loved it.
When you sent me, I think you sent me a DM. With the scene you were watching.
On Instagram. I did because I was watching. I was like, yo.
No, it was intense, but that was exactly what we're talking about. How when you're working with an actor that keeps you there, you can't get out. You're trapped in their world, and that was. Theo and I developed a great relationship, a great friendship, and a real brotherhood.
That's dope.
And so, we really connected. In real life, and that always makes those scenes a lot easier to do. And I try to be as specific as possible and use fresh emotions. Coming from the football world, where I played in the NFL for so long, we're taught the opposite. You don't show vulnerability, you don't show weakness or humanity. And that's what I love about acting, is that it helped me personally pull back a lot of layers on myself as a person, because I'm already a bigger guy. So I can already be tough, but can you be vulnerable? Can you be human? And if you can be that, then people can relate to your character, and they'll start to like your work. So no, that was great. Fortunately for us, we've been able to work with actors that keep us in that space. And I aspire to be one of those people. Hopefully I can work with people and they say, Thomas Q. Jones keeps me in that space. That's like the ultimate compliment as an actor. Okay, so we have a couple of random questions for you.
Is there a tap out? Is there?
No.
Oh, come on. Okay.
For you, no, there's no tap out. So, okay, you ready? Okay. Favorite movie of all time?
Still Magnolias.
Ooh. Okay. Last TV show that you binged?
Stranger Things.
Ooh.
Yeah, season 3.
Oh, okay.
I love Stranger Things.
Okay. These next two questions are for Ebony, and we know Ebony is big DJ in DC.
Yes, she is.
So, Biggie or Beyonce?
Come on. I don't think that's a fair question. No, wait.
I knew you were going to do
different genres.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew that's why I picked this one.
Nope.
What?
I abstain from that question.
Oh, okay.
No way.
You plead the fifth?
Yeah.
You plead the fifth? Okay, I'll give you that one.
No.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. You from 757, right? Virginia, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Timberland or Pharrell?
What is this?
What do you mean?
What questions are these?
There's no wrong answer. You know
No,
that.
there is no wrong answer, but here's the thing. We need both.
Yeah.
We need the Star Trek, and we need the doo-doo, and we need the Timberland like tom-tom.
Yes, we do. So you plead the fifth again?
Yeah, no, nope.
I knew this was going to happen because she's a huge hip-hop music lover.
I love music.
Huge. And I knew that in college. So I said, let me find some questions for her that I know she's going to plead the fifth on, which she did twice.
That's so hard.
Okay. I'll let you up. I'll give you a pass.
Thank you.
Because you're cool. Okay, favorite city?
LA.
LA?
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite food?
Cereal.
Cereal?
Yeah, I love cereal.
I used to eat Raisin Bran. Like every day I was obsessed with Raisin Bran.
Raisin Bran. I'll take anything from Raisin Bran to like Cocoa Krispies. I love cereal. I can't eat it because it's like all carbs and sugar, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But I love cereal.
Late nights or early morning?
Early mornings.
Morning person. Okay, I'm the same way. Love the sunrise.
Yeah.
Okay, so finally, what is some advice that you would give someone that's kind of following in your path? What would you tell them if they were, if they're trying to get in the industry? Obviously, you've had a very unique path, and you're on your way. What would you say to an aspiring artist or an actor that's watching you right now? I
would say first, be sure this is what you want to do, because this road can get real rocky, real fast, and it's not a smooth path. There's no direct line. Like if you want to be a doctor, you go to college, you go to med school, you intern, you're a doctor, right? That's not how this industry works. There are like 58,000 offshoots of how you can land in Hollywood as an actor. So there's no clear-cut path. And that can be unsettling for a lot of people, because how am I going to make money and work and go to auditions and all that? So be sure, but I would also say, if this is really what you want and you really love it, make a way. Yeah. It's worth it. Yeah. It is worth it. Whether you have to, like I did when I first moved to LA, work overnights and then try to audition during the day and go back to work on no sleep, like figure it out. Yeah. There are too many opportunities for you to just like, or if you're making your own content, if you live in Saginaw, Michigan, you know what I mean? You're not out here, but you have a camera phone. In this day and age, you can make content that can get people's attention. Yes. So you don't necessarily have to be out here. So find a way. If this is what you want, do it. Wow. And don't stop doing it. Wow. That's powerful. Yeah. And it's honest. And I mean, that is how you make it in Hollywood. Well, they say sometimes it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. Easily. But sometimes it takes a shorter time, because, you know, LA literally is magic. It's a magical place. Yep. And, you know, with like you said, a camera phone, you know, with platforms that we created like Castar to give people an opportunity to find each other that are aspiring artists, you can make it. Yeah. And there's just way too many stories of people that have made it for you to not continue to pursue it. Yep. So thank you so much for taking the time to come and talk to us at Castar. Congratulations on everything that you're doing. Thank you. I can't wait to see what you're going to do next, because I'm just a big fan of your work, no matter what you're doing. And I really appreciate your honesty. You know, I mean, you've had some really, really incredible roles. I know you can't talk about what you have next. I want to know what you got next, but I know you can't announce it because it's something dope. But congratulations, and we look forward to seeing everything else you're doing. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. You're welcome. So thank you all for tuning into our very first Castar Couch series, the first of many. For more information on Castar, go to our website, castarapp.com. If you want to find the hottest gigs in LA, download Castar. If you want to find the hottest talent in LA, download Castar. And don't forget to subscribe and like our page at the bottom. And we'll see you next time here at the Castar Couch.